Good day everyone, my name is Kian De La Cruz, second year BSMRA Section Bravo. My presentation is all about load line convention. So let's talk about load line convention. So what is load line convention? The convention specifically addresses a ship's load line, which is a marking of the highest points on the ship's hull that can safely meet the water surface. A ship has exceeded its draft and is in danger because its capacity has been exceeded when it's loaded to the point where its load line is underwater and invisible. In order to ensure watertight integrity beneath the freeboard deck and adequate reserve buoyancy, the Worldwide Convention on Load Lines was adopted by IMO on April 5, 1966 and entered into force on July 21, 1988 and sets worldwide guidelines for calculating safe loading limits of ships. So here are the four principles of International Convention on Load Lines. The International Convention on Load Lines is based on a set of four principles. First is appropriate structural strength. Second, preserving crew safe access. Third, watertight ship hull integrity below freeboard deck. And last, maintaining reserve buoyancy by setting minimum allowable freeboards. So let us know why load line convention is important in preserving safety in industry. The fundamental purpose of the load line convention, which is to ensure maritime safety by preventing overloading and maintaining stability through the use of load line markings, also known as plimsoll marks. To specify safe loading limits contributes for the convention's importance in the shipping sector. In preventing overloading and maintaining stability, load lines, sometimes referred to as plimsoll lines, are hallmarks that show the deepest point at which a ship can be loaded safely under various circumstances. Compliance with load line restrictions guarantees adequate buoyancy and freeboard, which are essential for preserving the ship's stability and lowering the chance of capsizing or hull damage. Freeboard is the space between the waterline and the deck. Overloading can cause instability, which can result in accidents and fatalities, particularly in rough circumstances. Load line markings are important. This is a visible representation of the loading limitations. Load line markings are affixed to the ship's hull to indicate the maximum safe draft. The International Load Line Certificate and these markings are essential tools for ship owners and captains to maintain the safety of their vessels and guarantee compliance to the convention. According to the International Convention on Load Lines, ships traveling internationally are required to have amidship markings on both sides of all designated load lines. In compliance with the laws of participating states, classification bodies that issue international load line certificates compute to verify the freeboard of ships. In addition to the association with reserve buoyancy and stability, load lines make it possible to determine with a reasonable accuracy by draft survey the amount of the cargo on board a ship. In order to determine the weight of any commodities being loaded or unloaded from a vessel, a draft survey is utilized. Before and after loading or unloading, it measures the water's displacement. The weight of the cargo is represented by the difference between the two displacements. In a draft survey, which is founded on solid mathematics, one of the ship's officers often measures the draft of the ship, visually by referring to its forward, amidship, and aft draft markers as well as any determined this it may have. The officer can estimate the amount of cargo on board to within 0.5% of the real amount, thanks to a combination of actual experience and scientific knowledge. The safety of ship has long been known to be greatly enhanced by restrictions on the depth to which ship may be loaded. In addition to external weathertight and waterproof integrity, these limits are provided in the form of freeboards, which are the primary goal of the convention. The regulation consider the possible risks that exist in various areas and throughout various times of the year. Certain extra safety precautions pertaining to doors, hatchways, freeing ports, and other components are included in the technical annex. Ensuring the watertight integrity of ship's hull below the freeboard deck is the primary goal of these procedures. The shipping sector is impacted by the Lowline Convention, a vital maritime safety guideline that guarantees ships maintain proper stability and seaworthiness, avoids overloading, and protects human life and the environment. By prohibiting ships from being overloaded, which could result in increased pollution or accidents, the convention helps to protect marine environments. It is an example of international cooperation in maritime safety as several nations participate in its implementation and enforcement. And that's all for my presentation. Thank you for listening.